They will be there and they will just look at you. So the background section should help readers understand the context of the study, recognize historical development. They also help appreciate why the topic is important, the purpose of this background, why the topic is important. Then the analysis, explaining the thesis, explaining the main topic. You need this because as an early career, you have to know your time management, relationship with colleagues, relationship with your boss. You take them through, you analyze it. Even you have to take them through how to dress, how to talk, issues of confidentiality. You outline all these things, you explain it to them, you analyze it, you bring the pros and cons of each thesis that you are talking about. So the analysis session is where the work must be done. Your audience must know what it entails to be an early career. I'm using the early career seminar topic, so that's why I'm citing those things. You can also use a different topic depending on the seminar that you are organizing, depending on your target group. You can even organize a seminar for newly trained teachers. What do I want them to know? Newly trained teachers, you have to know what's the actual practice when you go to your schools, the village, communication with your community members, communication with your learners. All these things are seminars that we need to organize and equip our early careers or newly trained teachers. So you analyze it. So you discuss major issues, separate main issues and sub issues. You arrange issues logically for clarity. You arrange them logically. So let's say my seminar topic, the actual seminar thesis topic is early career. Now I will have to separate this major issue from sub issue. So the first sub issue will be relationship with subordinates, relationship with superiors, issues of confidentiality, office ethics. These are all sub issues under the broader team early career management. So after the analysis, everything, the last characteristic is the conclusion. You restate the thesis statement, summarize key points discussed, then provide final reflection and recommendation. You provide final reflection and recommendation. So, qualities of a good seminar paper. 1, it has to get a clear organization, logical argument development, evidence-based discussion, then academic language and references. And also you have to enhance coherence and clarity. There are some common mistakes we need to avoid when organizing seminars. 1, lack of clear thesis statement. You don't really know what you want to talk about. I witnessed a seminar like that, and the presenter was talking about this. At a point in time, she would jump to different things, like you don't have clear statement. So if it's about newly trained teachers, talk about it. If it's about early careers, talk about it. If it's about how to write research papers, talk about that one. You should have a clear statement. And poor organization of ideas. The ideas must be coherent and logical. You move from one to the other. You don't have to be jumping here and there. So as organizer or a presenter developing a seminar paper, you have to make sure your ideas are well organized. Then you have to equip yourself with sufficient evidence. Avoid the mistake of not equipping yourself, insufficient evidence. Then weak conclusion. And your references must be authentic and reliable. The references must be authentic and reliable. So these are the mistakes we need to avoid when preparing a seminar papers. Okay. Seminar papers follow a structured format consisting of what? Introduction, background, analysis, and conclusion. Understanding these features helps to then develop academic writing skills. These features mentioned when you are writing your thesis or project papers. These are also the characteristics that you inculcate in developing your thesis papers or your project works. Before we move on, any question? Any question? Any question?
No, madam. No, madam.
So the any question you want me to say it like 1,000 times before you say no, madam? Okay. Rosemary,
Mommy.
we're not in class.
Yes, so we were not registered and we were having difficulties.
But are you okay now?
Yes, please.
If you don't have any question, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to mention the features or the characteristics of a seminar paper. You mention and explain. You mention, then you explain. Beauty. Beauty. Grace. Grace Addy. I said, feedback. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Okay, Abigail. Your people are having network issues.
Oh, okay, okay. So we talked about introduction, and you said that we should introduce and note why the topic is important. We should know why the topic is important, and that we should briefly summarize everything that is necessary. We tell the audience what the paper will show and in what order, so that we don't
Mm-hmm.
might miss words or say what is not necessary. Thank you.
Okay. Who else? Who else? Who else? Okay, Miriam.
Please, background. With the background, it helps us to know the changes that have occurred during the paper writing of the seminar paper.
Okay. Bless Akoto. Bless Akoto.
Madam, please, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't let you know.
Your network is bad. Mavis.
Madam,
Madam,
please, under the
please.
background,
They talk about the conclusion.
you have to explain the reasons for the changes.
Okay. Rosemary. Can we see my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay. You've all done well. Please, those having network issues, try and fix yourself.
Madam,
Yes. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Yes. Yes.
We can hear you.
Those having network issue, fix yourself because we are not going back. Okay. Dennis, what's your problem?
Madam, please, you spoke about conclusion and then you said we should summarize the major points.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's move to the next session. I want to share the screen. Can you all see the screen now?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
If you take critical look at your books, you can see that there are lots of repetitions. I don't know whether you've seen it. Okay.
Yes, please.
Let's move to Unit 2, Session 2. This session focuses on important factors students must consider when writing and presenting seminar papers. It's how students understand preparation, delivery techniques, and effective audience engagement. What is a seminar paper? We've done this already, but let's go through again. Seminar paper writing involves researching, organizing, and writing academic ideas clearly. It requires preparation, critical thinking, communication skills, and audience awareness. So now class activity. This one will be given after the presentation so that you go and work on it and present in our next meeting. So when we're done, I'll give it to you. Factors to consider when writing a seminar paper. A successful seminar paper presentation requires attention to several important elements. 1. Research. Seminar introduction. Close speech. Audience connection. Then the body language. These things are repeated. We did all these things last week, but all the same, it's been repeated in the book. So let's just repeat ourselves and go. Research, foundation of seminar writing. Conduct a thorough research before writing. Gather credible academic sources. You have to look for authentic sources. You can't write a research paper without getting authentic sources, evidence-based sources. You can't just manufacture evidence or sources. And any sources or any statement that you make in research, you have to justify it with what? An authentic source. You have to justify your claims, support your statements with authentic resource. Anticipate possible audience questions. So as you are preparing for this research paper or seminar paper, you have to anticipate for questions. When you do this anticipation, you prepare yourself for answers. Okay, that's my topic. Probably there will be a question on this, there will be a question on that. So you start preparing on these. All that we are saying is seminar writing or research paper, you need to work, get your sources right. Someone might be in your audience who is even more knowledgeable than yourself. So you need to get all these things down. You need to get your questions and answers, possible question and answers. You have to also improve confidence and content quality. Last week, we said that a presenter should be what? Knowledgeable. Knowledgeable. You have to be confident and content quality. You have to know exactly what you are talking about. You know the in and out of the content that you are talking about. Ensure accuracy and depth of what? Discussion. So, as a presenter, as a writer of a seminar paper, you have to get the content so that you can deliver confidently and well, so that your audience will get what you are saying. They will understand you. They wouldn't be guessing what are they talking about, but they will get whatever you are saying at a point, at a goal, without guessing. Why is research important? Research helps students to develop strong arguments, to provide evidence-based discussion, and to increase confidence during presentation, and lastly, to enhance academic credibility. To enhance academic credibility. You can't write a research paper without having a strong evidence based. And this strong evidence base shouldn't be hearsay or I observed that or I heard that. You have to get authentic sources to support whatever arguments that you are making. Planning a good seminar. I think we've talked about this introduction and all those things, but let's go through again. A strong introduction should capture the audience attention. You should use it as the icebreaker, interesting facts, present relevant statistics or data, use quotes or short stories. All these short stories that you use is to capture the audience interest. Clarify statement, clarify statements of purpose of presentation, like making them know the reason for their gathering. All these helps to what? Develop the interest of the audience to pay attention to whatever presentation that you are going to make. So sharing of funny stories, using videos, all those things are ways to capture the interest of your audience during presentation. And the last one is closing remark. That one too is very important. A strong conclusion should summarize all key ideas as discussed, reinforce the main message, provide recommendation or reflection, leave a lasting impression on audience, leave a statement, a phrase, a quotation that the audience will take home. We call it take home message. After the day presentation, after your research, after the seminar, what is the take home? What is the takeaway you are giving them? And mostly this takeaway comes at the end of the presentation. It can be a short quote, a short word, wise saying, and they will take it with them, use it, and at the end of the day, your seminar will be beneficial and impactful. It will be beneficial and impactful. So the question is why closing speech matters. An effective closing speech helps the audience to recall important information, understand key learning points, reflect on seminar topics, feel satisfied with the presentation. Feel satisfied with the presentation. So, introduction and the closing remarks, they are key. When you don't have a strong introduction, you sweep your audience away from your presentation. And when you don't have a strong closing speech, they will not have any take home, any message to take home. So as a presenter or as a researcher or as educator, you should look at all these things carefully. You should look at all these things carefully. Connecting with the audience. How do you connect with your audience? What are the gestures? What are the face characteristics that you are expressing to them to capture their interest? Someone will lead a presentation and the person's eye will be hanging at the ceiling. You have to have a connection with your audience. Communication, verbal communication, non-verbal communication, tapping, cracking jokes, connecting with them. Use relevant examples, encourage participation through quizzes or discussion. As a presenter, you don't have to just go and be talking. Encourage them to talk. Involve them in the discussion. Involve them. That's why mostly those that I've taught before, I don't like the throughout lecturing method. Sometimes you have to allow the learners to bring out their ideas, and it will surprise you the kind of ideas the learners will come out on board with. So allow them. Fine, you are the presenter, you've made your notes, you've made your research, but allow the participants or the audience to join in the discussion, to add their views, and this will enrich your presentation. Restate topics to audience experiences. Maintain interaction throughout presentation. Benefits of audience engagement. Engaged audience are more likely to, one, understand the presentation better, participate actively, retain information longer, enjoy learning process. They enjoy the process because they feel they are part of the learning process. They feel they've contributed to the learning process. They feel they've participated in the learning process. So when they are engaged in all these things, your seminar presentation, the information you are giving out becomes successful. Body language, I think I've said it. Avoid blocking the screen, maintain good posture, use appropriate gestures, speak clearly and audibly, maintain eye contact with the audience. Maintain eye contact with the audience. You are presenting and your eyes are somewhere. Look at them. Sometimes when you are presenting and you even look at your audience, you observe your audience, you can see that the information I'm giving is going down well. Sometimes you observe that they are not even looking at you. They are not listening to whatever you are saying, which means your presentation, they don't like it. So keep that communication. Keep that non-verbal communication. Voice and presentation skills. Speakers should focus on proper voice pitch, clear pronunciation, moderate speaking speed, confidence. Common mistakes to avoid. Please, poor preparation. Don't go for presentation when you are not prepared. Reading directly from the slides. You have to put on points, then you speak to whatever points that is on the slides. Weak audience interaction, poor body language, and lack of clear conclusion. Avoid these mistakes in your presentations. So, summary. Writing and presenting seminar papers requires proper research, strong introduction, effective audience connection, confidence, delivery, and clear conclusion. These elements help presenters deliver meaningfully and impactful seminars. Any question?
No, madam.
If no, madam, let me ask question before we move. Okay. Janet,
Yes, madam.
give me some of the body language features that a presenter must have. Body language features. Yes. Yes. Who is there?
Madam, is it only Janet that can try or anybody can try?
No, you can try as well. Bless, Akoto, everybody can. Yeah.
Okay, madam, keeping good eye contact.
Okay. So let me ask.
Okay, madam,
Let me
this
ask
was
this
you
funny
of
question. I'm coming. Let me ask this funny question. Am I keeping good eye contact?
Madam, we can't see your eyes.
because it's on.
You can't see my eyes, eh?
Madam.
So I can't see your eyes.
Your madam, we
And
can't
not
answer.
again. So our presentation
madam.
is lacking something here.
Yes, it's lacking good eye contact.
Yeah. Our presentation is lacking something. Hold on, class. I'm coming. I'll join you soon.
Madam, can you use your
Madam,
hand?
madam says she's coming, please.
She said she's coming. Hold on. don't know.
Okay, sorry for the break. Okay, I'm saying you are not having the eye contact.
Yes, madam.
Yes, you too. I can't see you. I can only see some boots and someone with the baby. I can't even see the eye. Bless.
Madam,
Yes, you want to talk.
you can also use your hands.
Your hands. Mm-hmm. What else?
Madam, you must look confident.
You must be confident. What else?
Okay, you shouldn't block the screen
You
when
shouldn't block the
presenting.
screen. Okay, you've all done well. You've
Damn,
all
Madam,
done
you have
well.
to
So
have
let's
this direction as well.
yes, yes. Let's move on. Can you see my screen?
Madam. Yes, madam.
Can you see the screen? Okay, let's move on. Now, gradually, we are moving to the most important aspect of academic writing or seminar writing. Okay. Seminar writing paper, insight into citation. When we say citation, what is the meaning? In academic writing, as I said earlier on, you have to support your claims, your statements, your arguments with authentic source. And when you support this source, this argument with this authentic source, it is called citation. For instance, according to Piaget, for the cognitive development in a human, it has to pass through the 4 stages. Piaget, 19, blah, blah, blah. You cite it. You cite it. So citation is the method used to show that information in your writing came from another source. You can't just say something without citing, or someone says something, you've quoted it. You have to cite the person. It also helps readers locate the original source of the information. Why citations are important? Citation helps to give credit to original authors. It also supports academic honesty. It strengthens arguments with evidence. It helps readers verify information, and it also helps avoid plagiarism. So, when you're about writing your thesis, that's the final year project, you can't just state or make information arguments without quoting. Academic honesty. To be honest with whatever you are saying. It's not my words. These words came from Madam. So Amonda Ako 2025. You put it there. These words are not my own. It came from this professor. So Asamuel Jima 2024. You put it there. Academic honesty. And it also give credibility to your work. It strengthens your argument. It helps your readers to find the actual source of the information. So if you want to be cited, you also have to bring out a strong argument at your conclusion, which someone can use that one to also cite you. But in your main work, all statements, arguments, claims, whatever that you are writing there, you need to cite to help support academic honesty. Why do you need to cite? You need to cite whenever you use ideas, words, or information from another author. Situation that requires citation. Cite when using another person's words or ideas or research findings. Using information from books, journals, websites, or reports. Using statistics or data from another sources. You can't just use information without citing the main authors. If you do that, the authors can sue you, copyright here and there. So when you pick information from books, journals, websites, or reports, and you are using it in your research paper, your seminar paper, you have to cite the sources of those informations that you are using. Citing direct quotation. Direct quotation means using the exact words of another author. Always use quotation marks, provide citation details, acknowledge the original author. You have to acknowledge the original author or author. Citing paraphrased information. So with the direct citation, let me give a practical example. Education is the act of impacting knowledge. Into brackets, Amodakon 2024. Then Beauty wants to use this in her work, but she will paraphrase it. When we say paraphrase, it's like rewriting or rewording, but you have the main idea. So now Beauty will say, education is the process whereby a knowledgeable person imparts skills to a less knowledgeable person. It's all education. But now she had what? Rewrite, reword it. That one too. Though you've paraphrased it, you have to cite the original source of the definition of education. Even though the wording changed, the source must be cited. Referencing other ideas or thoughts. Citation is required when referencing to authorities or concepts developed by others. Using arguments or viewpoints from other researchers. Building on previous academic work. When other sources influence your writing, you must cite when. Another author influenced your thinking. You adopted models, diagram, or framework. You rely on previous research findings. All these things need to be what? Cited. Even when you pick an image or a diagram to include in your research writing, you have to cite the source of the image, the source of the diagram in your presentation or in your academic writing. Common citation styles. We have the APA, we have the Harvard, we have the Modern Language Association, then we have the Chicago style. By University of Cape Coast, we are using not the University of Cape Coast alone. I think UCC, Tech, they are using the APA, American style, the APA style. And this APA styles has its own features, unlike the Harvard, the Modern Language, and the Chicago style. But we are strictly using the APA style. So keep in mind, UCC is using the APA style. So whenever you start any academic writing, you have to use the APA style. So your first assignment, go check the APA style for references and citations. Citation from journals, citation from books. So write this one down. In our next meeting, you present. Everybody should prepare. I'll call randomly. Search for the APA style in terms of referencing, in terms of citing books, in terms of citing from an article. Consequences of not citing sources. Failure to cite sources may lead to plagiarism, academic penalty, loss of credibility, and ethical valuation. So it's a must to cite. It's a must to cite to avoid all these issues, ethical issues here and there. You cite your sources and go. Qualities of a good citation practice: accuracy in referencing, consistency in citation style, proper placement of citation, and use of credible academic sources. When you cite and they go check, it should be credible. You shouldn't manufacture citation. You shouldn't manufacture references. All your citations and references must be what? Credible. And when they are credible, it enhances or it makes your writing academic. It makes your writing academic. Any question? Any
No,
question
madam.
before we move on? No, madam. Okay,
No, madam.
tell me your takeaway in this presentation. The one who said no, madam, tell me your takeaway in this presentation. Beauty. Mm-hmm.
Madam,
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that citation is a way of showing where we get our informations from.
Okay. Who else?
And to avoid being sued to court, when you are citing someone, when you are doing citation, you have to mention the author or the person you are citing's name.
Okay. We call it academic excellency. Okay, who else? Rejoice.
Madam,
Yeah.
madam, please, I've learned about why we need to cite.
Okay.
And the first, to support academic honesty.
Okay.
Then you strengthen your argument with evidence.
Okay.
Then you give credit to the original author.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give.
Madam, we also cite to
Mm-hmm.
justify our work.
Okay. Who else? You've all done well. You've all done well. Okay. Let's move to the next section. So, ethical issues in citation. Ethical issues in citation. So, we've done our recap already, meaning of citation and all those things. So, why citation ethics is important? Ethical citation, it acknowledges the intellectual ownership. It builds academic honesty. It enhances credibility of academic work. It also prevents plagiarism. It promotes reasonable and responsible scholarship. Understanding citation ethics. Citation involves both understanding the theory behind referencing sources and applying the correct citation techniques and formats. So this is linked to the assignment I've given you. We are using the APA format. Go look for the correct referencing formats, the citation format for citing sources from books and journals or articles. This is in connection with our assignment, which I'm taking on our next meeting. Importance of citing sources. We've discussed this one. The book is full of repetition. Identify where information originated. Verify the authenticity of the information. Recognize the contribution of other scholars and also strengthen academic arguments. Peer-reviewed article and their importance. Peer-reviewed articles go through strict academic review process, provide reliable and high quality information, increase credibility of academic writing, are widely respected and frequently cited. So you see that there are some journals, articles in some journals that constantly receive citation. They constantly receive citation. So when you are writing your research paper or academic paper or seminar paper, you have to look for these peer-reviewed articles, these peer-reviewed articles. And these peer-reviewed articles can be found in high-impact journals. High-impact journals. So you look out for all these things in order to make your work credible and scholarly. So benefits of using peer-reviewed source. Using peer-reviewed articles help improve quality of academic work. Before we proceed, when we say peer-reviewed articles, they are articles that have been submitted to a journal, and this manuscript has gone through all the reviewed processes, and it has been screened, and it has passed for publication. So if you are citing, you have to look out for these peer-reviewed article sources. Improve quality of your academic work, provide trustworthy evidence, and strengthen research arguments. It also enhances academic reputation. Why you should not cite sources you've not read. Citing sources without reading them leads to incorrect interpretation of ideas, reduce academic credibility, and also weakens your argument, damage the writer's integrity. So make sure that all the sources that you are citing, you are well knowledgeable about it, the information, you have everything accurately, so that when you are citing, you can cite with confidence without citing improperly. Ethical responsibility of students. Students should read sources carefully before citing. Use credible and reliable academic materials. Cite all borrowed ideas and information. Follow recommended citation style consistently. You follow the recommended citation style consistently. Question on ethical citation. An ethical citation may result in plagiarism accusation, academic penalties, loss of trust and credibility, rejection of academic work. When you don't cite well, you'll be accused of plagiarism. In the university system, when you write your thesis, you take it to the library for them to run plagiarism as to whether your citation are accurate, reliable, and authentic. And when you don't do that, you can be charged for academic penalty. And it makes your work not credible. People will not trust your work. Hence, they will reject whatever research work that you are bringing up. In the university system, they will even fail you if they find out that your citation are not ethical, they are not accurate, they are not from the right source. You can fail your thesis or your seminar paper. Good citation practice. Always acknowledge original authors, verify accuracy of references, use proper citation style. And our citation style is APA. Maintain honesty in academic writing. Avoid copying without proper acknowledgement. So you have to acknowledge all those that you are citing in the references section. In the references section. And it's unethical to cite without referencing or to reference without citation. So you have to make sure that whatever that you are citing in your work corresponds to the references at the end of the work. Citation, references, they must correspond. Ethical summary. Ethical citation is essential in academic writing. It promotes honesty, credibility, and responsible scholarship. Students must ensure they use credible sources and follow proper citation rules. Any question?
No, madam.
Okay, tell me your take home. Okay. Tell me your take home.
Madam,
Yes, yeah.
and I have some small problem that I want to find out. You see, you made mention that you can be marked down if you didn't acknowledge the author of the original citation.
Yes.
And in what way will I be marked down when truly the citation that I'm bringing out really came from somebody?
Okay. We have what is called Turnitin. I don't know whether you've heard it. Turnitin. That's the software the university uses. So when you write your academic paper, you will take the paper to the library. They will run your paper through the Turnitin. And those that are wrongly cited will be marked red, will be highlighted.
Okay.
Will be highlighted. So it's not like the reader is just going to mark. They will run your work through Turnitin, and it will bring your fails out. You get it?
Okay. Okay. So this Turnitin, can we have access to it as a student so that we can also
Yes,
run our
sure. You can have access. Go to the library, they will give it to you.
Okay. I'm okay now.
You go to the library, and it's good to always have your own Turnitin. Then you run your work as you are writing, you run, so that places where that have been flagged plagiarism, you work on it. Because if you don't do that, your work will fail. You can't proceed. Even those doing masters, if they run your work and you get like 20+% plagiarism, your work will fail. They won't process your work. Gifty.
Madam, please, the
Mhm.
APA that you talked about, which edition is accepted? I saw the 6th edition and the 7th edition.
We are now using the 7th edition. So as the edition is being upgraded, you stick to it. Initially, me when I started schooling, it was 4th edition. Now it's 7th. So you move with its upgrade. You move with its upgrade. So we are using the 7th edition. Currently, it's 7th. I don't know whether the 8th edition is on its way, whatever. But when it comes, you have to use that one, the current version. So now we are using the 7th edition of the APA format. Any question?
Okay, madam.
Take home. So what are your take homes? You know, it's in the book. The take homes. Yes. Beauty.
Okay, my take home is the ethical responsibility of students. So, as a student, you have to read your source carefully before citing, and then you also have to follow recommended citation styles. You also have to cite all borrowed ideas and informations. Thank you.
You're welcome. Who else? Yes, who else? Take home. Vincent. Gifty.
Madam, please, you also talked about correct citation. You have to know the contents which you are citing so that your citing will not be abstract from what we are talking about. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. Okay, let's move to the next session. Who is there?
Madam, please, it's me.
Okay.
So I also learned why you should not cite things you have not properly read about. The consequence. When you cite certain things, it weakens your arguments.
Okay. Now let's move to section 5. Concept of citation. Understanding citation requires knowledge of related academic concepts, such as academic integrity, academic misconduct, and plagiarism. Now, let us look at academic integrity. Academic integrity is a commitment to honesty, trust, fairness, respect, and responsibility. We are still on the concept of citation. When you cite, you bring out your academic integrity. And academic integrity consists of being honest, trustworthy, fairness, respect, and responsible for your work. Why academic integrity is important? Academic integrity helps students to take responsibility for their work, accurately represent their knowledge, acknowledge contribution of other authors, and also develop credibility as a scholar. How to demonstrate academic integrity as a student? You should produce original work, cite all sources accurately, avoid copying without acknowledgement, present truthful academic information. Present truthful academic information. Academic misconduct. Academic misconduct occurs when students violate academic integrity rules. It includes behaviors such as plagiarism, cheating, forcing academic information. You create false information. You create false data. These are all academic misconduct. Example include submitting plagiarized work, copying assignment from others, using unauthorized materials, doing assessments, publicating research data. All these are misconduct. So if you don't do your assignments and you go and copy from your friends, these are what? Academic misconduct. Plagiarism. It occurs when a student presents another person's idea, words, or work as their own without proper acknowledgement. It's like stealing someone's work, then you pretend it's your work. When you are caught, you will face the academic penalty. When you are caught, your work can be cancelled. They will fail you. You can be banned from any academic activity because they see you as not being honesty. So we have types of plagiarism. There are two types. We have the intentional plagiarism, knowing copying another works. You are aware, your eyes are clear, you know that I'm copying, but you won't acknowledge the person. And the second type is the unintentional plagiarism, failing to properly cite the source. So the first one, intentional. We need a hopan away. The other one too is unintentional. You just failed to cite the sources. Sometimes you can cite in the main work, but you forgot to add at the references section. So that is it. Examples of plagiarism. We have copying text directly without citation, paraphrasing without acknowledging sources, using another person's ideas without references, and submitting someone's work as your own. The consequences may result in academic penalty or failure, loss of credibility, disciplinary action, damage to academic reputation. How to avoid plagiarism? And students, this plagiarism that we are saying, if you don't take care, you'll be banned from academic work. People will not even take your work. So we must be very careful with this plagiarism. Please cite, reference all the sources. It won't add or subtract anything from your work. It will rather give your work credibility. Cite all sources properly. Use quotation marks for direct quotes. Paraphrase correctly and acknowledge sources. Keep proper research notes. Use plagiarism detection tool when necessary. And that is the Turnitin. So you run your work through the Turnitin to check your plagiarism level. Okay. Any question? Take home. Come on board and let's. Okay, venue.
Madam, you see, this plagiarism, there is something that I want to find out. You see, if I only quote the person, I'm quoting you, unquote, without mentioning your name. Will I be captured as plagiarism, or I'll be allowed, madam, please?
You have to mention the name. According to, or you can make the statement and put it in brackets. Please, it's not your idea. So you have to mention the person, the author, the main person. You have to mention the name.
Okay. So which means if I to. Okay, it's good, madam. As we are proceeding, I think we all come on board.
You wanted to ask a question. Ask.
Like I wanted to find out, you see, some of us are used to quoting somebody without even mentioning the person's name. So now you say, according to Madam. Okay. Now I think I'm getting it here.
Yes, you have to always and you are learning now. You are now scholars and blah blah blah. So when you are writing or talking, you have to let them know you know what is at stake. So please always quote.
That is good, madam.
Any take home.
Thank you. Yeah, I learned that we should not copy somebody without acknowledging or telling the person that this idea is from this so and so so and so so and so. And briefly, that is what I've learned, Madam.
Okay. Who else? Yes. Janet.
Madam, please, I've learned about the two types of plagiarism, the intentional one and unintentional one.
Okay. Who else? Bless.
Madam, I learned about a concept of citation, which is academic integrity, and it goes with honesty, trust, and fairness and respect.
Okay. Wow, you are doing well. Who else? Benes.
So I've also learned that why you should not cite resources you have not read.
Okay. Bless.
And then one example of plagiarism, which is copying directly from the person's work without citing the person's name, acknowledging the
Okay.
person.
Okay. You've all done well. Clap for yourselves. You've done well. This my class, they are always superb. You are always good. You are always good.
Abi, you know that.
Abi, I know that.
Yes.
So the last course, what was your grade?
Madam, the result is not yet in. Oh. They brought it
It's
and
not
they
yet
sent it.
in.
Yes, they brought it and they check it again.
Eh.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's go to our last session. This book is up to Unit 4. Have you checked?
Yes, madam.
Madam,
Yes.
citation. Yes, but it's like what we are project, most of them are not in the book. So please, if you can share them on the page for us.
Madam, but some of we've not had opportunity to get us.
Yes. Hey, Safako.
Hey. Yes, madam.
Safako, are
Yes,
you in Ghana?
yes, please.
Hey, I've missed you.
Oh, there, madam.
You're there and you're hiding.
Where are you?
Okay. So when I finish, I'll share the slides on the page.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, now let's go to the last session then. Reasons for citation. As I've been saying, this book, repetition, so we've done this recap. Okay, reasons for citation. Citation is important in academic writing for several key reasons. 1. Giving credit to original authors. Citations help to recognize the intellectual work of other scholars. It shows respect for original authors. It also promotes academic honesty and fairness. 2. Helping readers locate sources. Citation allow readers to verify the accuracy of information, access original materials for further studies, explore additional information related to the topic. 3, it's distinguish your idea from others. Citation help readers to identify your original thoughts, recognize ideas borrowed from other sources, understand how different ideas are connected. Making writing more convincing. Using citation strengthens academic writing by supporting arguments with evidence, demonstrating research effort, improving credibility and reliability. Academic profession protection. It also protects your profession and academic career. Proper citation helps to avoid plagiarism accusation, maintain academic reputation, prevent legal and ethical problems. It also improves academic grade and professional credibility. Benefits of proper citation. It enhances academic integrity, strengthens scholarly communication, encourages knowledge sharing, supports lifelong academic development. I think we've done these things. It's just repetition, repetition, repetition. The book itself is repetition. Okay. So I want 4 or 5 students to give me a full take-home package from section 1 to section 6. A full take-home package. Yes. Safako, this time you can't hide though. Okay, give me take away package. What are you taking home? Or you are home already? So what are you eating? Uh-huh.
Madam, please, I'm coming 1 minute.
Safako, Janet.
Yes, madam.
You take home.
Now there are many.
There are many. Okay, give me half.
So, madam, I learned about characteristics of seminar papers. And one is introduction.
Okay.
Then I also learned things to consider when writing seminar papers. And the first one is research. You have to do your research very well. And I learned about what citation is.
Okay, Janet is okay. Venue.
Yes, madam.
Madam, you
Madam,
call
from
me.
the beginning, I learned about characteristics of seminar papers, and we look at what a seminar paper is, which is academic document used to and blah blah blah. And then we also look at a type of seminars, and then presenting, and then we also look at APA style, and then we define of reference. Then the
Okay, it's okay, Bennett.
thank you,
Venue.
madam.
Okay, madam, I'm very grateful. So I've learned that first, let me begin with citation. That we've learned that citation is a method used to what? To show if, that information in your write-up came from what? Another source. So, and we also learned the importance of citation, where we say you give credit to the original generator or the original author of the citation. It also support academic honesty and also strengthen your argument. It helps to it helps your reader to also know what the information or verify the information where it comes from. So also look at the seminar writing, where we've said a lot about that. Also go through the situations that require what citations. We've learned about paraphrase and how you paraphrase somebody. If I'm taking the information from somebody, I have to person and quote so said that this information is from here, from here. So I think that aspect too, I've learned something about that. And as you know, we learn about the plagiarism, where you can be sanctioned academically if you do not go through the right procedures before copying somebody. So, and we've also learned that you can use check-in or take-in to check your write-up before
Turn it
publishing it,
in.
or
We call it turn
turn
it
it,
in.
turn it in. Thank you, madam. Turn it in. Sorry. So turn it in so that you can verify your information before submitting it for your marks. I think this is something that I can remember about our lesson, madam. Thank you.
Let's clap for venue. Okay, patience.
Madam, please. I've learned about the consequences of not citing not citing sources, and which failure to do so, it may lead to plagiarism, academic penalty, loss of credibility, and ethical violations. And also, I also learned about Madam, please, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
Let's clap for ourselves. We've all done well. Clap for yourselves. We've all done well. We've all done well. This time I'm doing the sole presentation because these things are things that you have to learn well. Probably you might not have the information. So that's why this time I'm taking the whole presentation. That's not my style. But after going through the topics, I realized I have to take it. You might not have the necessary knowledge on it. So that's why we are using a different approach this time. Okay, evaluation for today's lesson, then we close. Evaluation. Evaluation. Yes, Benis.
Madam, please,
Yes,
today
dear.
I've enjoyed the class and then also the lesson. And so, please, the help I want you to help us is that the way you did the first one, that's the art and creativity simple note for us.
Mm-hmm.
And we went and
Come
printed.
again.
Please, I said then,
Come again. Uh-huh.
madam,
Yes.
madam, please, I said
Yes.
then, the way you did the note for us for first meeting last semester, art and creativity.
Uh-huh.
I would
Mm-hmm.
be happy if you do this one, you summarize it for us, then we go and print it. Because the one and summarize it. Because when we compare the things we are learning now to the ones in the book, there's a little bit, it's a little bit contradictory. So, and it's different. Not all that, not everything. So, you'll
Okay.
be happy if you do it like the first note. Because
Okay.
for the art and creativity, we have the textbook and also to your notes. So we like your notes
Okay.
too. the one the school gave to us. And madam, this time
Okay.
around, please talk to the authorities so that they shouldn't set the question contrary to us. The thing you are teaching us, they should make sure they set the questions accordingly, not otherwise.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. But the other time they changed it for you.
Yeah,
Later
they
they
change
did
it.
it. So that one we're supposed to write before you write to them, before they set another date for us to write. And that one,
Okay.
sometimes it crashes. So we were not
Okay.
happy. Some of us were not happy by then, but we
But
thank
the
God that at
questions
the
were
end.
cheap.
Oh, later when you
Yeah,
came
for
in,
very
it was okay. When you
Okay. We
came
even the
in,
thank
it
teacher
God.
was
not
okay.
thinking
Yes.
of it.
But they've not released the result yet, oh madam.
It will
Yes, it's
come,
only
don't
the
worry.
quiz papers.
Thank you.
It will come. Okay, let me clarify this. The things that you are discussing here, if you take a look at your book, it's in the book. Just that it's scanty, it's not detailed.
Yeah, it's not
You get
detailed as in what was given. It's in the book, but it's not in detail from as
it's
you were
not
given.
detailed. Yes.
Yes, yes.
And my experience with this particular course is that the book is scanty, but when there are certain questions, then they bring detailed information.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see, it's scanty. But when there are certain questions, they won't use that scanty information to set the questions.
Uh-huh.
That's why I say you should share the slide that you are using for us so that we go through
Madam,
as we are
thank you
reading.
I
so.
won't share. I won't
Madam,
share.
so do your own for us to go and print early.
I won't share.
Oh,
Okay.
madam.
So I will post it.
Madam Pam.
Madam, we acknowledge you. We will give you better treatment.
Madam,
And we
you
call
go
for a
make it
party for
interview.
you.
After the
And
art and
that one,
creativity,
it
none
will
of
be the
you
day you come
call
to
to
Cape
check
Coast.
on me.
We look for you.
Yo, I hear.
Sure, sure.
Thank you. So we'll
I
be
hear.
hoping for the handouts.
Okay, I'll send them on the page.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
send
Thank
them on
you.
Madam.
the
God
page.
bless
I'm
you.
Thank you, madam.
proud. Sweet madam.
So when is our next meeting? Our
Friday.
next meeting. Friday,
Friday.
7
It's
to
Friday.
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 Friday 7 to 9 or
Yes,
7
please.
to 8.
Yeah.
7 to
7 to
9.
9.
7 to 9, Friday,
Okay,
Yeah.
PM.
okay.
Yes.
So we finish, then we start solving questions. Since it's only unit up to unit 4.
Okay.
Thank
Okay, madam.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam.
Presentation.
Thank you, madam.
Madam.
Okay, have a good day.
You
Madam,
too.
please
Thank
Stay safe.
do
you.
presentation.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you, madam. We love you.
Bye.
Mwah.
Madam, please the presentation.
Yeah, you do presentation at the right time.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Thank
do
you.
it at the right time. Do you know the reason why I didn't bring the presentation?
No,
When
please.
I went through the section, I realized that you might not have the information, so I have to do the lecturing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Like those academic issues, you might not get the accurate information.
Okay.
So we will still do our presentation.
Thank you,
Mhm.
madam. You, madam.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey, yeah. Ami.
You.
Bye bye.
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 Bye bye.